Hello there, my friends. Amyenergy here with your Venus Day Love reading. Okay, I have three stones here. We have Amazonite. Okay, this will be reading number 3. We have a nice amethyst here. This will be for reading number 2. And a little baby moonstone for reading number 1. Okay, so go ahead. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that now. We're going to go ahead and get into it, starting with Moonstone number 1. Okay, if you chose number 1, Moonstone, this reading is for you. Please like the video, subscribe, all of those things. Okay, we're working with the Modern Witch deck this week. Okay, and we are going to just pull out our earth, air, fire, and water energies so we can get a really holistic look at our love life going into the weekend here. All right. Okay, the 8 of Wands, the Devil, the Moon, and the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, the Queen of Swords is on the bottom of the deck here. Okay. So, wow. I mean, 8 of Wands coming out in our Earth. We are going to clarify with the next World Tarot. Okay. The Pocket Edition. All right. So with this 8 of Wands coming out in our Earth energy, I feel like we are really being bold, right? We are taking action on our security, our stability, okay? And we are taking direct action. We know exactly what we're trying to manifest in our world. Okay. We have the Death card coming out. All right. So major transformation, major evolution happening. Okay. Our reality, I feel like, is completely changing as we find stability here. Okay. Wow. Any other messages here for reading number 1? Okay. Yeah. The 9 of Pentacles. So I definitely do feel like not only are we evolving, but we're doing it all on our own. I feel like this is a major transformation for us. I feel like in the past, maybe we haven't really felt that self-sufficient. We've really relied on other people, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like we're really feeling the satisfaction of a job well done. And I do feel like this is something that we did for ourselves. So we're just really feeling good, feeling inspired here. And I mean, it's just really beautiful. I feel like we've really handled a major transformation with ease, okay? Now, in our mind, though, we do have the devil. So I do feel like even if our actions were acting and able to achieve, okay, I do feel like still in our mind we might have some ties to a situation that's not serving us. This could even be addiction, okay? Any kind of addiction, really, anything we're chained to, right? It's coming out with the Page of Wands. So I do feel like we're very determined here, but I feel like this could be too much for us to even handle, right? Because in the Page of Wands, I feel like it's definitely a real determined energy. It's the home of fire, right? So it really is someone who's going to give it their best shot, but you're really up against a big, heavy energy. Okay, and the Page of Wands is more like a new, fresh energy, right? So we also have the Three of Cups. So I definitely feel like what really is going to help us right now to navigate what's going on in our life, in our love life, right, is having a really good support system, okay? Surrounding ourselves with really good people, right? People who are going to empower us and who are going to, I really feel like we need people who give us really good advice here with the Queen of Swords. I definitely feel like we need people who are going to tell us the truth because that's what we need to do, right? We need to be showing up as our authentic self. So we need to have friendships that are also open and honest and people around us that really want us to be living our truth. Okay. So we have the moon coming out here in our fire energy, and that's being clarified with the Seven of Swords. Okay, so I definitely do feel like we could honestly be having a lot of doubts if we're in a relationship currently, or, maybe we're just seeing somebody. Either way, regardless of relationship status here, I do feel like we have a lot of doubts coming up, some fears here with the moon, okay? And I do feel like with the Seven of Swords, what we don't know could really be affecting our mind, right? It could really be affecting the way we're handling this situation, okay? I feel like with the Temperance card coming out, I do feel like you are someone who is able to navigate struggle. So I do feel like even though we're not exactly sure if we can trust a situation here, I do still feel like we're going to go for it because at the end of the day, we know that we can handle it. We can handle whatever comes our way. But I do feel like it could have us acting kind of like in a low vibration. And it's a shame because that's not actually our vibration, but I do feel like we have had a unique journey, and so when things are not clear, we can kind of, you know, react or act in a way that people might not actually understand because they haven't been on our path. Okay, so I definitely do feel like it's important for us to communicate the way that we're feeling, right? And to definitely like trust yourself and stick up for yourself and explain yourself if you feel like, like if there's a person, you don't have to really explain yourself to anybody. That's not a requirement, right? But if you're trying to like build a relationship with somebody, I mean, then you have to have some communication, right? So I do feel like that's what's kind of going on here in our fire energy. I feel like things could be pretty hot, pretty like fiery here, but I feel like you're trying to play it off cool, right? I feel like you have a lot of emotions though for this person, a lot of passion for a person in your world. Okay, in our emotions, our water energy, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like any connection we're coming into, definitely, I feel like we want to really take our time, take it slow, really get to know each other. Okay, yeah, Eight of Pentacles. I do feel like pile one, you just might be that type of person that you really need things to be solid and responsible when it comes to relationships, to love, okay? Anything else here for our water energy? Okay, I feel like you just really need someone who's willing to put the work in and who isn't looking for like immediate results or immediate like gratification here. Okay, someone who's really willing to put the work into getting to know you and getting to know the way you operate, the way that your emotions are. I do feel like you could be, pile one, a really emotional person. Yeah, you've been through a lot here with the Ten of Swords coming out. So I do feel like, you know, there's no shame in what you've been through, but I do feel like if this reading's resonating for you, what you've been through in your past, it has, it has affected you. And that's every single person, right? Every person is affected by their past in some way, right? And if we had very traumatic past, like, we deserve someone who's able to meet us where we are, okay? And especially because you're in a position where you want this to end. Like, I feel like you are putting the work in, right? I do feel like up here in our earth energy, like, we really, like, despite what we've been through in our life, we take action. We're always willing to grow. Like, I just feel that. I feel like transformation for you is like just a Tuesday, just a regular Tuesday, right? And you're just transforming your life. I feel like you're very like that. Like, you see where things need to be changed and you change them. And I feel like, you're actually a really wonderful person and you deserve the type of partner that's going to be able to show up for you, because you're the type of person that shows up for yourself, regardless of the demons you have, regardless of the past. I feel like, I don't want to get too deep in a general reading, but I do feel like we might have had abusive situations. And, most people have lived through some sort of abuse in some space in their life, okay? But with this devil, I do feel like in your mind, as hard as you work, I do feel like in your mind we have some major blocks. So definitely, maybe this Page of Wands is you reaching out to a therapist. I do feel like with the Three of Cups, we do have good friends around us. So I am actually feeling like I don't feel like friends replace a therapist. I'm definitely seeing, even with this Queen of Pentacles, it's feeling like very much like, reach out to a solid professional, right? I do feel that, okay? However, I also feel like you have good friends around you. So if you really are having a time, I feel like that's how we're navigating things right now. I do feel like you have friends who are really helping you through this, okay? Through these blocks in our mind, right? I just feel like these are those little things, like the residual things, like after a traumatizing situation, that comes up when you're no longer in survival mode. Okay, but ultimately, I do feel like, there's a little bit of self-sabotagey energy here, and I feel like that's why we have the Queen of Swords coming out. Okay, because we don't want to be in this Seven of Swords energy, really. Like, even though I'm not trying to be hard on you, because the reason we're in this energy is because we truly have had a unique path. Like, people might not understand where we're coming from because they've not been there. Okay, so holding a ton of space for you, but at the end of the day, I do feel like we're trying to evolve into this energy where we're just being 100% clear, right? We're like really able to articulate to someone and be really, even though I don't necessarily think of the Queen of Swords as super vulnerable, but in this reading, I do feel like the Queen of Swords is asking you to get really vulnerable, because she's asking you to really be clear about your truth, right? We can't, I feel like we can't like be unclear about our passions, right? If we want somebody, if we want something to happen, we have to, be really clear and make sure that we're sending the right message, right? Because if we're not sending the right message with our words, then the actions we're taking are going to be, kind of mixed up too, right? With this devil, right? So I definitely feel like this is a beautiful reading. This is a time for healing in your life for sure here. This is a time when we are letting the sun set on the pain. Okay, so if you have somebody in your life right now, I do feel like they are a responsible person. Like they're willing to put the work in. They're really willing to listen to you and to, build a really fulfilling relationship with you. Okay, if you're single, I feel like that's the person you're looking for, right? And now we have new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. All right. And let's go ahead and get one for this side here. A win-win outcome is forecast. Okay. Confidence is key to success is on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Really lovely reading here, pile one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please thumbs up, comment. If you want to book a personal with me, that link is in the description box. Okay, take care. If you chose stone 2, the amethyst, this reading is for you. Working with the Modern Witch Tarot. All right, we're going to pull out our earth, air, fire, and water energy just to get a holistic look at our love life. All right. Okay, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords. Wow. Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We're going to clarify today with the Next World Tarot. All right, so getting into earth energy, we have the 9 of Pentacles coming out, and that's a really beautiful energy. I do feel like we're in a beautiful space right now for, we've been building towards the next step. So I just feel like we're really about to evolve to the next level. We've really mastered where we are at currently. All right, what else do we have here? Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. All right, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so I definitely feel like we are collaborating. We're meeting people in our world who have a shared vision as us. And I do feel like we're really feeling like we fit in. We're feeling really good and happy. Okay. But we're working. We're definitely manifesting something into our world. Okay, yeah, the 4 of Wands coming out. We're definitely feeling very content. Okay, this is the energy of harmony. Venus in Aries. I feel like we really are prioritizing ourself, our comfort, and our community, right? So in our love reading, I do feel like we're not really prioritizing a partner right now. We're super prioritizing ourselves and our own growth and our happiness. So not to say there isn't anybody going to come up in this reading, but they're certainly not, everything to us. Honestly, I just see us being in love with ourselves, in love with our life, and having really good connection to the community. Okay. Now, in our air energy, we have the 2 of Pentacles. So I do feel like, you're thinking about that to-do list, right? You got your to-do list on your mind here. King of Wands coming out, okay? And I feel like that's because you have a really big vision, okay? You're really trying to put the work in to actually manifest something that is really important to you, okay? And this doesn't have to do with money, even though it could bring money in, but this is something that you want to do because you love it, because I feel like you couldn't even live if you didn't do it, right? Like this is your calling, this is your life's purpose, okay? And right now you're just doing those little things, the little everyday things that are going to slowly and surely bring it into fruition here. Okay. What else do we have? Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. What else do we have for pile 2? Whoa, okay. Wants to give us the whole deck, huh? Okay, suspension. Okay, so I do feel like right now, our vision, we had the devil on the bottom of the deck, so I do feel like, there really could be some pretty heavy external energies standing in our way here. So I do feel like with the suspension card, it's definitely us sort of trying to find a way around the system, right? So I do feel like that's part of what we're doing here. Part of what we're doing is I feel like we might be trying to like help other people get resources. Okay, your love reading is so beautiful, pile 2. I feel like you're someone who's like loving and showing up for the collective in a big way here. So, wow. Okay, pile 2. Definitely feel that. We're definitely um we're trying to find our way through, trying to do whatever we can. We're not going to give up on our vision, okay? Even if we have to stop or slow down and we can't make forward progress, we're keeping that vision, right? We're just going to try to find a different way through any problem, but we're never giving up, okay? Beautiful energy. In our fire energy, Queen of Cups coming out, okay? So really beautiful. I do feel like with the Queen of Cups coming out in our fire energy, we could be having some pretty good sex with somebody here. Um, Definitely do feel that. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm feeling like we could be coming into contact with someone who it really just makes us feel amazing, right? Like I feel like, and you also are making this person feel amazing, right? Queen of Cups, the most giving and receptive of love. Okay, but it's coming out in our fire energy. Okay, so, ooh, I definitely do feel like there's sort of a coming together here of, I feel what I'm feeling here with the 2 of Wands and then the 7 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. What I'm kind of feeling here is that this is sort of people coming together that are both kind of determined, focused on their own futures, right? So I do feel like either one of you might not be wanting to like put a lot into this because you both have your own things going on. I mean, we already know you do. It took this long for even another person to show up in your reading. Okay, so I feel like it's like conflicting with who we are and the vision that we had, right? We weren't really thinking that we were going to do this whole family thing, but now I do see us with the 7 of Pentacles really planting the seeds to, have something really long lasting. Okay, so hey, good sex can inspire us. And I do feel like that's what happened here. I feel like neither one of you can deny this connection. It's more than just really good sex, right? It's more to it than that. So, really, I love that. Just love it. Okay. And the Page of Cups is over your whole reading. So, I do feel like we are making a choice to at least start something, to at least trust and love enough to make some sort of small gesture or small step towards whatever type of relationship it is, right? It might not be a commitment. Maybe it's not a committed relationship, but I do feel like there is a level of commitment, there's a level of loyalty and of long lastingness, okay? So let's get into our emotions. We have the King of Swords. So I feel like we're really trying to not let ourselves feel anything. We're trying to just be like super logical. But I feel like that even speaks to how strong this connection is and just what a good equal partner that we've found in this person. Okay, because I feel like even our logical brain can't find a reason to like not pursue this, right? So I do see us, regardless of our emotions, standing in our integrity. Okay, yeah, because with the Five of Swords coming out, I do feel like we see this as somewhat of a defeat, okay? Um, Survival energy is coming out, and I do feel like we might be used to being in survival energy. Like maybe this person also, has a little bit more resources than we do financially, anyways. Okay, and maybe we're like kind of used to being in survival energy here. Okay, all right, King of Swords coming out again. Wow, so I mean, I feel like we've definitely been through it in our life, pile two. Like with the King of Swords coming out twice, I definitely feel like we have been through a lot and overcome it, right? With the King of Swords, I feel like we've, this is someone who's really taken the steps, went to therapy, done all the things to really get their mind right and to, reclaim their agency, right? And so I definitely do feel like emotionally, like you just are so scared to lose. I do feel that. I feel like on the outside, see, like on both sides of you, I feel like you try to act like you have all the answers and like you're really sharp, and you are. But I do feel like you try to put on this, it's almost like you try to put on this like exterior that you are like just so strong and capable, which you are, but it's like you're putting on this mask to hide that you are really hurt also inside. That took me a while to get that out, but um we do have the Empress on the bottom of the deck though. So you are being urged to love yourself and others, okay? I definitely feel like, you know, it is a lot, right? It's a lot when we've put in a lot of work, and I do feel like to a certain extent we accepted like singleness. Like we were like we'll be single forever and we were happy with that. So I just feel like we've really met someone who is our equal, and I do feel like if this reading has been resonating for you, I feel like it's okay for you to let this person see you. Okay, I really feel that. It's okay. I feel like this person loves you, and I feel like with the Queen of Cups here, I feel like there's already like an intuitive understanding, right? That's what allowed us to get this far. Okay, because there's just been an understanding and that connection, and I feel like you can really trust that. Okay, let's get some Moonology oracles over this reading. Okay, hold your vision. Oh my gosh, can you believe that came up right over what we were talking about in the beginning, right? Hold your vision. Even if you're not moving forward, right this moment, hold your vision, right? Find a way through. You will. All right. Wow. Can't make this up. And one more over here, spirits. Oh, or two. Okay, we have bring love to the situation, and a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay. So absolutely, don't be afraid of love, okay? I just have to say that. All right. We have conclusions are within reach on the bottom of the deck. I am going to go ahead and leave it there. Please like this video, comment, subscribe. If you want to book a personal, that is in the description box below. I greatly appreciate you all sharing my channel. But most importantly, I really hope that you have a wonderful day. Take care. All right, if you chose number 3, the Amazonite crystal, this reading is for you. All right, we're working with the Modern Witch deck. All right, we're going to pull out our earth, air, fire, and water energy just to get a holistic look at our love life. Okay. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. All right. All right, earth energy. We have the 9 of Wands coming out. Okay, so I feel like there is definitely something we're wanting to manifest in our physical world here. Okay, but we might be feeling a little bit apprehensive, right? This could be something we've been working on for a while. And, we're just like, why isn't this working out? Okay, air energy, the high priestess. Wow, our intuition is on point. I feel like our mind is very clear. Very little blockages with our mind right now. Okay, very little anxiety I'm feeling. I wonder who is this reading for? Who has very little anxiety right now? Okay. We'll see how that plays out. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay. Wow, cards are going everywhere. All right. And we're going to clarify here in a moment with the Next World Tarot. Okay. Wow, this Modern Witch deck, I'll tell you, it's a chunky deck. So maybe it's me. All right. Ooh, the World coming out in our fire energy. Oh, and the Knight of Swords, it wanted to come out too. Okay, wow. We'll let it stay. We'll let the Knight of Swords stay out here. All right, and our water energy, please, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Okay, 5 of Wands. All right, beautiful 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck here over your reading. All right, clarifying with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Keep in mind this is a general reading, okay? If you want to book a personal, that link's in the description box below. All right, so 9 of Wands. Yes, I definitely feel like we're feeling just a bit wounded. I feel like we've been working on something for a while here, and it's just not working out. We really don't know why. I feel like this is us, and we're just like, I have everything it takes. Like, I'm super talented. Like, these are all your talents and skills, right? And you're like, why isn't something working out here? Okay, the Empress is coming out. So I definitely feel like you are super talented, okay? I mean, you're an Earth Queen here. This is Taurus energy, but any sign can embody these Empress qualities. But I feel like the Empress is like major manifesting energy. So I do feel like, there is some sort of struggle here in really tapping into your power because you have the power, right? And, I do feel like it could be love here, right? Because the Empress is all about love. It's not just fertility, right? The Empress gives birth to like human life, but also to any type of creativity, art, anything like that, the Empress is the one who's giving birth, right? So but we can't be giving birth unless we're properly loving ourselves, right? There's an element of love that's necessary here. All right. Cards are flying everywhere. All right, one more here, spirits, for pile 3. Okay. 5 of Wands coming out. Yeah, I feel like that's a struggle for you. I really do feel like pile 1, if this is resonating for you, it's time to take a step back from whatever it is that we're trying to manifest in our physical world. Okay. And it's not saying that we're never going to get there. Like, I feel like we're actually almost there right now, right? And this is the last test. And that is the hardest one of all, I feel, for you. I feel like if this reading's resonating for you, it like taking this time for yourself, this is the hardest thing of all, to be able to meditate. And I'm a believer that not every person can meditate, okay? And at least not in the traditional way, right? A lot of us have anxiety. We like can't necessarily turn our mind off like that to just be able to meditate. So, keep that in mind. Like, I don't like the idea that we need to like force ourselves to do something like that, right? But we can just like adapt and find other ways. Maybe if you can't meditate on your own, a guided meditation, maybe even that you can't do, but you can do yoga, and that could be a form of meditation. Maybe being able to move your body can help you turn off your mind. But either way, I feel like we need some sort of practice, whatever works for us, whatever can really open up this flow, this natural flowing love energy. Like that's what our work is missing right now. That's what we're missing in our work, is the love for self. Okay. So now we have here the High Priestess. This is coming out in the air energy. Okay. So I do feel like we're incredibly magical, intuitive here with the High Priestess. Okay. The Queen of Swords is coming out. So I feel like we also are like a no bullshit kind of person. Okay. And I feel like we honestly, a lot of times we don't like, not saying we don't have anxiety. I don't like, sometimes I have to simplify things a little bit just to get it out. So I hope you understand. But I feel like we don't have anxiety because we're always speaking our mind, right? A lot of people that have like really bad anxiety, and I don't know, I can only really speak for myself, but like being like a people pleaser and that kind of stuff can really like get you anxious. But I feel like you're not like that at all. You're this Queen of Swords. You're always speaking your truth. So it keeps your mind clear. And that's a huge benefit to you. Okay. All right. What else do we have here for pile 3? All right. We have the 9 of Pentacles coming out. Okay. Self-sufficiency. So I definitely do feel like we are pretty healthy minded here. We know who we are. We have a really strong sense of self. I do feel like we're connected to our ancestors. We're connected. I feel like we have angelic energy all around us, so we know that no harm can come to us. We really do. We have this knowing. And that might even be like a little bit more why we're in this energy where we're like kind of confused why things aren't working out, because we know that we're on the right path. Like, we have our angels around us. We know. Okay. Wow. Now, coming into our fire energy, we have the World and the Knight of Swords. So I feel like there's so much movement, right? With these two cards, we have a lot of passion. There's a lot in our world that we are passionate about. Okay, and I feel like we're putting ourselves out there, right, on social media any way that we can. We're talking to everybody. We are just out there putting everything out there. We're like telling everyone what we want, what we're trying to achieve, okay? All right, what else do we have? Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. All right, the high priestess coming out again. Okay, the 10 of pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I feel like you really truly know here, pile 3, that it's like you know what is your birthright here, and I feel like it's like your birthright to be like rich and just have this really strong sense of community around you. Or not sense. I don't know why I said that. A strong sense of community. I don't know. Strong community, right? Like strong community energy, um, good communication and money, and enough money at the very least, right? So I feel like you really know that that's your destiny. So I do feel like we are really passionate here, okay? As far as like, I do feel like there's people in our world that are looking at us, of course, because we're extremely sexy here. Um, if we're single and we're like wondering why, maybe we're not meeting anybody, I do feel like, and this isn't a bad thing, I just feel like nothing to change on your part, but I feel like it could just be because you really are so doing so good, looking so good that it is intimidating. Okay, so I feel like, people just might like admire you from afar, but they don't really know what to say to you. Okay. And it's not because you're intimidating, or like it's just because they're intimidated. You know what I'm saying? All right, so in your emotions, we have the 5 of Wands. So I feel like emotions are kind of hard for you. I feel like you want to keep it cool here with the King of Cups. So I feel like if we are feeling emotions for somebody, we're kind of like, ugh, what is this? I feel sick, you know? But I do feel like the King of Cups is that space between soft and tough love. So I definitely feel like we're going to be a good human to somebody. Like, we are not the type that's going to ghost somebody, or, we're going to be responsible with someone else's emotions. And that could be why we're choosing to be single, right? Because we might know that we just can't give a lot to a relationship right now, because honestly, I feel like we're putting ourselves out there a lot. Like, we have dreams that we're really trying to achieve here. Okay, so when I say putting ourselves out there a lot, I mean like not dating in other ways. Okay, yeah. I do feel like you do want somebody though in your corner. You want someone in your life. Whoa. Holy shit. All right, that's crazy. Why did that happen? Okay. Um I do feel okay, like you really want someone in your corner. Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck here. All right. So I do feel like there is someone who's passionate about you, but you could be putting them on the back burner, or they're just waiting for their chance to come in. They're waiting to like see a moment when they could come in toward you. Okay. But I definitely feel like you're the type of person who you do want somebody, but it's kind of hard for you to be able to say what you want, because I do feel like with this Knight of Swords in the world, like I feel like we could be like funny and witty and like really have a lot of pride in our work and in our self-sufficiency, in our intelligence, right? So I feel like for some reason here, it's like a little bit hard for us to actually say what we want. Because I do feel like, maybe people would be shocked. Like maybe people have a different impression of you. Like they think of you as like this really independent person who doesn't need anybody. Okay, but with the 7 of Pentacles, I do feel like you really do want that person who's going to be in your future. Like you want that person who's going to support you, because I do feel like you're a leader. So you're not looking for someone to like take care of you or to like lead you, right? No, no way. You're a leader, and you're sort of looking for that person who is solid though. Like you really do want like stable, like a more traditional, like a kind of traditional type of relationship. Um, but I do feel like if you like subscribe to the female gender, I feel like it could be like, non-traditional in the fact that it's not like going to be like a patriarchal thing, but it's going to be like traditional in the fact of like two people that love each other. But I do feel like you're the leader here, like with the King of Cups, regardless of what your gender is, you're the leader in your relationship. Or, if you're not in a relationship, you're looking for someone who's going to allow you to be the leader, and not even so much that you're leading them, but you're definitely a leader in your community, a leader in your field, and other people look up to you, and that's a role that is very important to you. Okay, we have step out of your comfort zone. All right. Yeah, I do feel like that's like in regards to like emotions. I feel like we really have to get into our heart, get into our emotions. That's very important, okay? Because, look, and it's such a beautiful card over your reading here with the Four of Wands, okay? Because this is Wands energy. It's actually fire energy, right? But it's, there's a lot of love in this card too, okay? So I just feel like, it's in merging the love into our passions. That's where we're really finding the stability that we need to grow. Okay, a win-win outcome is forecast. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, pile 3. If you still have questions, go ahead and book a personal with me. I would love to connect with you. Please like this video, comment, share with a friend, my channel. I greatly appreciate that. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.